Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Anger Week. As always, we start off with mildly infuriating, and number 19, people that park like this. Oh, have we got a crossover from the bad parking subreddit here? Nice, dude. Straddling a couple spots. It looks like a lot that's occupied by more than just this car right there. So that's good. It's always gotta wonder why you think that this is going to turn out better for you. The odds of you getting keyed have just skyrocketed. I would be so nervous, no matter what kind of car I'm driving, to park like this. I'm being completely redundant because we've obviously seen this before on this subreddit in bad parking, but it's still, like, you are so much more likely to get keyed than you probably are to get a bad dent from parking within the lines. And that's why I just don't understand it. I don't think it works in your favor. It's just, bro, you're hurting yourself. This was a comment talking about a 15-year-old's long battle with blood cancer and eventual death. This is very sad. This is how many people agree. I'm begging for likes. Parentheses. Yeah, you know, you can never hold your expectations too low when it comes to comments, not just on YouTube, but on the internet in general. Someone will always figure out a way to take something that should deserve nothing but empathy, or in other cases, positivity, and they will find a way to take it and either twist it into something about them or say something nasty about it for no reason. Just, you know, the bar is never too low, all right? We just need to set those expectations right. They will continue to set the bar lower. These pop-up boxes before the video ends on YouTube has ruined many videos for me. Wait, but... Oh, okay, so these are end screens, which you can add as the uploader to a video on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's open to everyone. I don't think it's just a thing like where you have to have a certain amount of subscribers or monetization or something like that. But so when you use these, dear anyone watching this who uploads YouTube videos, don't just place them over actual content. Create a separate end of your video, like I have with the 15 seconds that's dedicated to those, or ensure that there is real estate on the screen that's unoccupied by important things when those things are going on. Otherwise, you're just obstructing the video and you're making people angry, and they're gonna not be likely to click on those. So there are probably videos out there that I have on channels that have violated this rule, but that said, a minority, and I probably didn't realize when it was happening, or I made a mistake or something like that. But yet, just a general tip, try not to do that, especially if it's on like a short music video. It's definitely bound to, you know, interfere with things unless you know it has free real estate. Congrats on 2 million. Here is the double mildly infuriating moment. 1,999,999 with 5,554 online in the last 15 minutes. I believe that's what the online things is, how many people have been on the sub in the past 15 minutes. But that's not that mildly infuriating. I think it's actually cooler to get the screenshot there, because you got a bunch of people at that point. Well, either that or at the 2 million mark, because you have a ton of people who are like trying to get the screenshot and also be the 2 millionth. So they just hammer the subscribe button right there at that point. And then next time you refresh the page, it's like another 50 people. And you're like, well, missed that opportunity. Someone doesn't know that people use wheelchairs. This bench is, oh, you know, I'm going to give the person the benefit of the doubt that I wouldn't realize initially that it was aimed at someone who is in a wheelchair. And I don't know if I should feel badly for that, but also I don't think I would see this and be like, haha, what crappy design, they forgot to make the benches longer. What I will say is these do look like the really uncomfortable benches. So they should have taken the photo from the other side and been like, these are the ones that just, they're benches that are like this. Why do we keep seeing these more and more often? Just like, make them flat. It's not that hard. Okay, everybody, make your benches flat. It's much more comfortable than having to do a quad workout, keeping yourself mounted on the bench. I get it. It's good to get exercise and strengthen your quads, but I'm just trying to eat a sandwich, okay? This is the one thing I'm most worried about before getting on a plane. No, I've actually never worried about this before because I guess in this case, I overestimated the bar. I should have brought the bar lower and realized that I suppose this is something that could happen. I'm actually, with the sheer lack of legroom, I'm just more impressed that someone has the capability of basically contorting themselves into a V. Because that's the only way that this is happening right now. The person's like this. So that's very impressive. They're getting their flexibility training in for the day. But I'm fairly certain that if you, went like this and you're like, hey, you mind not putting your feet over my head? And they then still didn't listen, you could call a flight attendant over. The flight attendant would probably be like, hey, can you take your feet down? And if they then didn't listen, they would be arrested at landing. So that's probably not the extent that most people are willing to go to keep their feet up over your head on an airplane. I hate this so much. What the demon under my bed see at night. So the trick is, you gotta just leave that part plugged in, okay? People are gonna be like, whoa, Mr. Moneybags over here has multiple chargers so that he can just leave one plugged into his wall when he's sleeping. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm happy to shell out for an extra charger so that I don't have to constantly plug and replug in. It's better to just have one permanently set up at your bedside. And then, I will say though, me blindly, because the charger cable doesn't fully reach to where I actually am in bed. It only reaches to the nightstand, so I have to kind of do this blind reach over, one-handed shuffle, trying to get the cable plugged into the bottom of the phone. And it has probably taken me up to a minute at worst case. Sometimes I get it first try. But it's just like the Drake meme with the USB, where it's like, you get it right the first time, but he's like, nah. You get it wrong the second time, nah. And then you get it right the third time, and then you get you know what I mean? Okay, it's great. This lemon we were given in our meal kit. I mean, is there really a way to know before you open it? Was it pre-sliced and put into your meal kit pre-sliced? Or was it a full lemon? Because, I mean, I don't think I'd be able to look at a lemon at the grocery store and identify that that's just solid peel. How does a lemon even grow that way? What went wrong genetically? Survival of the fittest, evolution here. How did you exist this way? You were like, all skin, no fruit. I don't need to propagate my seed. It's unnecessary. Nah, end of the line for me, dude. Just chill. How does that even happen? That would be frustrating, though, if you, God, dude, you want to add a little bit of lemon to your taco or something? Oh, it's so good. A little bit of citrus, lemon or lime, or you were served a lemon with your salmon, your grilled salmon. You want a little lime squeeze on there. It's always, dude, top tier. Can't have that grilled salmon without having a little bit of lemon squeeze on there. This is how my mom puts the knives away in the drying rack. So, what she's doing is she's doing the thing to try to avoid getting gunk on the knife that's dripping down as it's drying. So it'll dry towards the handle so that the part that goes into food is cleaner and doesn't get gunk on it. Same thing for, you put utensils with the tips up in the dishwasher so that when the water is running down, it doesn't catch on the part that you're actually going to eat with. The problem is knives I do the other way. I'm like, you know what? I don't really feel like having to pick a knife up by the tip. It's a bit hazardous. So your mom just likes to live life on the edge and take that utensil thing and apply it to everything and not make it situational as per with the knives. Potholes birthday party. Pothole near Nottingham is celebrating its second birthday. That doesn't seem like that bad of a pothole, at least. At least we get a little bit of a cake here for scale with some candles on it. Not terrible. There's some way worse ones in LA. And they've gone untreated for probably 2 years. There's also just some areas where I'm you know what? Anyone who's from Michigan, you're going to be like, oh, look at you complaining. Meanwhile, do we have roads that are disintegrating? Okay, I've heard that Michigan's pretty bad, but that's fine. Don't minimize my issues here, okay? There are some parts where as soon as they do a patch, 1 week later, it's just back to the way it was. It's like you guys need to do a full repave or something because whatever these patches you're doing, not working. All right? Please do something else. I pay monthly fees to park. This guy's been taking up space in the 10-spot garage since September. He cleans the tickets off once a week. It's looking like a yellow M3 with a big wing on it. Alrighty. Yeah. I'm assuming the problem here is that the garage is too compact to actually be able to get a tow truck in with the proper angle to be able to tow the car out. How would you do that? Yeah, there'd be really no way to tow it because there's cars right over there. So, yeah, I guess he's kind of realized this, and it's probably a private garage. So they actually can't bring maybe city parking enforcement into the garage to issue a ticket that would then, if left unpaid, result in the car being impounded next time that it's actually sitting on the street. Or I'm pretty sure if you got pulled over for any moving violation and you had a bunch of outstanding parking tickets, you'd probably still get the car impounded. So he's found a way to game the system here, and it's BMW. It's an M car that you're giving all those people a really bad name there. Just letting you know. You're not doing a good thing for the stereotype, my dude. Little sister left cheese on our R2-D2 Xbox 360. It's just, what? Why did she do that? Did she just, she felt a little bit of heat off the fan there? She's like, oh, wonder what this, what are these? This must be a grill. Wow, it's so convenient that these Xbox game console things, they also have like a cooking thing on them. Wow, that's so multi-purpose. It's amazing. So that when you don't want to leave your room after you've like got a long gaming set, you can just cook on the Xbox. Oh my God, dude, I'm gonna make some grilled cheese right now, and I'm gonna cook the cheese directly on there. I'm not gonna put it on the bread and the sandwich and then grill that. No, I'd like to grill my cheese. Literally grilled cheese. Not a grilled cheese sandwich. I just like grilled cheese, and what better way to do it than the Xbox? This guy's phone screen at the bar. I'm looking at the hands trying to judge the age here because actually it is like the best way to tell how old someone is by their hands. Because someone could get like a lot of, plastic surgery work, things like that. But you look at someone's hands, if they're old and they've had a lot of plastic surgery and it's kind of confusing to age, you look at the hands, you're like, oh, you're okay, you're actually old. The hands don't look that old. I figured this would be like some 80-year-old dude who's like, I just don't care. I hate the fact that I have to use this phone. It'd be like my dad, who's not 80 years old, but my dad just hates the fact that he has to use technology. And so he'd probably be like, whatever. He wouldn't have a screen protector to begin with. He just wouldn't even care enough to do that. This guy, I don't understand. Why don't you just take it off or get a new screen protector, bro? Come on. You had one job. This looks like a 7-Eleven corporate office or something. And it's like, come on, guy, really? You couldn't. The city's like, nope. Evens on this side of the street, odds on this side of the street. You're out of luck. We can't change it. They're like, such a we can't. They won't lease us over there. It's not for sale. We really have to be 712 on the address. When your opponent gets to play by a different set of rules. They didn't even call it, really? This looks like an actual. What the? Why did he do that? Did he forget? Wait, did he forget for a second he was playing basketball? I'm so confused. The ref is just like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Forgot he wasn't playing just like a one-on-one on half court or something. Selfish parking. Your selfish parking has prevented the Royal Mail from opening the post box, causing everyone's letters to be delayed by 24 hours, you utter prat. I actually, just based on the thumbnail, I didn't realize, but this is, so I don't know if this is how post boxes usually look in the UK. I'm not actually familiar with that, or if this is kind of a unique case where it is this red thing. But, here, at least in the US, or in California at least, all the post boxes, they're like these little blue things. It would be very obvious to know where it actually opens up to. I can't think of anywhere you'd be able to park that would obstruct a post box. But that said, probably kind of common sense. And also, though, I will say, though, if there is a way to be dumb, somebody's going to do it. So again, the bar is never too low. My hotel's pool area. How is this mildly infuriating? This is great. This is my favorite. What? There's nothing wrong. This is the best. I mean, if the hotel online was like very, very clearly marketing that there's a pool, then okay, I get it. But if there's just a sign in the lobby that pointed to pool area and you got here and you're mildly infuriated, nah, dude. Unless they charge you for the pool, in which case, then I'm infuriated by that. Ordered 27 books from Amazon on a single order, got 27 boxes with 1 book each. Surely there could have been a better way to package these, but I can't figure out what it would be. It's weird, because Amazon usually will batch orders. I have had things that are really weird that I didn't expect to be batched in the same box, put in the same box. So, like, they'll put a lot of things together. It seems like a bit of an error, a lapse. Can you imagine coming home and you have 27 boxes at your front door? You're like, what happened? And the top for the last month, Disney Plus. All the classic Simpsons episodes on Disney Plus are in cropped widescreen format. This means you miss out on tons of great visual jokes, like how Duff, Duff Light, and Duff Dry all come from the same tube. Yeah, how are you can't just crop a show. I get it. We're kind of used to 16:9 widescreen at this point, but if it's in 4:3, it's not like they were just wasting the real estate at the top and bottom of the screen. Or just the top in this case. They just like got rid of all the top. It'd be even better if they cropped top and bottom, because at least it like averages it out and it's less like you're missing everything. But even so, it's like the people at Disney know this. It's kind of their jobs. They're aware that content goes in, the top portions of the screen in something that was done in 4:3. So that seems like a lapse in judgment, and I would have to imagine they'll fix it or give an option to do 4:3 at some point once they are like, oops, sorry. They probably just have some like coding that auto does everything in 16:9, or at least I'd like to think and give them the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know. Baby Yoda is just my boy and is cutest, and I stand Baby Yoda. So anyway, that's it for the last month of Mildly Infuriating. I hope you've been annoyed. Make sure to like if you were annoyed, subscribe if you were annoyed, check the playlist in the description if you want to be more annoyed by other mildly infuriating videos. And that's it. I'll see you next time.